finally.
I watched
When's the last time Diaz
stream.
fought?
Right? Last Diaz
Silva, yeah.
Jesus
Christ,
dude.
Years ago.
The sport's changed. I don't think it's a shame because I'm a huge Nick Diaz fan. He's like, I'm such an old school Nick and Nate fan. I don't see how Nick can compete today. It would be a miracle if Nick Diaz could come in at 170 pounds and compete with these guys with this much time off. He seems weirdly stubborn, and it doesn't seem like he's ever wanted to truly evolve and commit himself to becoming the absolute best fighter. When he loses fights to guys like GSP, he's like, nah, I won that fight. That's his attitude. He'll just convince himself that he won the fight. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and that attitude isn't healthy, and sometimes you're just going to be honest with yourself and the world and be like, okay, fair enough. It sucks, but the better man beat me on the night. That's just the way it goes. I disagree with you, though, when you say you don't think he could come back. Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz, the one thing that they definitely are is born fighters. You know what I mean? They have that fighter attitude, they have the work ethic, and they have the skills. Like I just said, I haven't done jiu-jitsu since the GSP fight, which is almost a year ago now, which is crazy. But I'll tap you out 3 times in 5 minutes because it's like riding a bike, right? Maybe I won't, but we'll see. It's like riding a bike, you know what I mean? It's there. It's always there, and you just got to fine-tune it a little bit. So if he just did some training, I'm sure he could get his skills back up to speed very quickly. I'm just wondering then, as I said that, I wonder if this has got anything to do with the fact that Nate's fighting. Obviously, he's been out of it for a while. His brother's accepting a fight. His brother's probably going to get paid handsomely. He's probably like, you know what? $1 million, $2 million, whatever it is, that sounds nice, actually. That'd really help out my situation right now.
Yeah.
So he's calling people out. I'm just wondering, or maybe he can do the training camp with his brother, which is one of the most beneficial things to have, a friend or a brother or a teammate on the same card.
Shout out to Michael Bisping. Shout out to Believe You Me podcast. I agree with Louis. I don't see Nick Diaz having the same run he had in Strikeforce right now in the UFC. I think the talent pool has evolved. I think the sheer everything, I think, look, man, they move ahead of you. They move without you. Once you leave the organization in any way, shape, or form, suspension, retirement, whatever, the sport is going to get ahead of you, right? And even, let's assume that Nick Diaz has managed to maintain the talent level he had back then, right? The jiu-jitsu, the boxing, the trash talking, the clinching, everything. Now what about straight up Muay Thai? What about Shah Rukh Khan? What about every other single form of martial arts that's now thrown into the 170 division? Don't forget, my guy, there's guys like Wonder Boy, there's Darren Till, there's Kamaru Usman, there's Kobe Covington, there's Tyrone Woodley. I don't think Nate Diaz can beat any one of those guys. I really don't. And I'm a Nate Diaz fan. Remember, Nate Diaz never lost his Strikeforce title. It got absorbed with the UFC. So, technically, he's still Strikeforce champion, right? And, something should be said about his attitude, man. Listen, if you lose a fight and it's pretty obvious that you lost the fight, just accept the loss and come back better to beat the other guy. That's what DC did. That's what Kane did. That's what Kane did against JDS. All the greats have done that. So I don't see why he does that. Any case, I really don't think that he can stack up talent-wise with what is available in the 170 division. Remember, I think this is easily the second hardest weight division in MMA right now. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
We couldn't find Aldo, so I started calling Waldo. Jose Waldo. Hashtag Jose Waldo. And tell him, meet me in Brooklyn in February. Let's get the real one. Let's go, Canada. I love you, Hawaii. Let's do the damn thing.
Thank you very much for this, for giving me this. And I appreciate my fans also. My wife and my girlfriend. My wife. Yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife. Listen, I love you so much. Aya, I love you so much from my heart.